Hello everyone, Sam here giving a little when I work orientation. So when I open the app, I can kind of get to anywhere I would like right on this opening screen. For these purposes, I have a shift from 10 to 10:15 on a Sunday night. Lovely timing for a shift. Also, during this orientation, things may look a bit different because I have the admin privileges on the account, so I see all of our schedules and scheduling throughout all of our departments at RSC, hence the 152 shifts available. So I'm going to go ahead and clock in for this shift. I simply click the clock in button, and if it has a position and a job site, I would go ahead and enter that. But usually that's all entered for you. So you can go ahead and click clock in. I'm now clocked in for my shift, so I'm all good now. I can head over to the scheduler and look at all of the shifts we have opened on the coaching side. From this view, I can see everyone that I'm working with and every shift available. If you're just looking at the open shifts available, you can head on over to the Open Shifts tab. The Open Shifts tab has all the open shifts for the week. If I'd like to pick up a shift, I simply click on it and press the Take Shift button. If I'd like to look at my shifts, I simply go over to the My Shifts button and click on my shifts that I'd like to see. I work from 7 to 9 a.m. on Saturday morning next week. Oof, that's early, at least for me. So I can go in and edit my shift if I need to. I don't think you will be able to edit much on your screens, but I can drop shift or swap my shift from this screen or see who I'm scheduled with, and it'll take me back over to the all shifts. I would recommend you confirm your shifts because otherwise it will be very annoying and keep reminding you to confirm your shifts. That's kind of all about the scheduling tab that you need to know. If you work for multiple areas of RSC, you can head on up to the upper left corner and you can sort your schedules. We have all these schedules here, but I'm only focusing on the coaching one right now. If you'd like to edit your timesheets or look at your timesheets, head over to the attendance button on the lower bottom. Mine looks a little bit different, but from past timesheets, I can see everyone, and we will click on myself. And wow, I worked a total of 8.75 hours last pay period. Wow, some major money there. If I'd like to view this time period, I can go to this time period slot, and you will not be able to see everyone else's slots, but I will go ahead and click on myself, and wow, I'm really raking in the money this month too. There's so many hours here. I can go into a shift and edit it if I would like. If I got the clock in or clock out wrong, I would go ahead and go up to edit, and I can edit my times however I'd like. But we'll go ahead and just leave it as it is right now. If you'd like to edit or you missed clocking out for a shift, you can click on the shift right here. For example, this shift, 10:15. I missed clocking in for my 10 o'clock shift, so I can move it back a little bit. I can go back to 10. There we go. And press save. And there you go. I just edited my timesheet. Please don't get in a habit of super editing your timesheets because we do get notifications, or at least I do, of people who are changing their timesheets. So please edit your timesheets at discretion. And if you add or edit something very large, just send Amy a message to say, hey, forgot to clock out. I already fixed it on when I work. If you'd like to make a request off or see the open shifts if one is requested or other shifts available, under the Request tab on the lower bottom, you can make a time off request. If you are going on vacation and such, this is what you would use. That lets us know that you are on vacation and not to schedule you. I can also go over to shifts. There's no current shift requests, which is from our side if we do a requested shift. Here's the open shifts as well. And I see everyone's approvals right here as well for requests. You won't need to mess around too much in this. If you cannot work a certain time, I would recommend going to the More tab, and then you can click on Availability. From here, you can edit your availability. For example, I have track every single day. So on Monday, April 8th, I'm going to head and put in, I'm unavailable to work, and going to select the times that I'm unavailable for, which would be 4 to 5 p.m. And it will never schedule me for that, and Amy will know not to schedule you as well. I can click repeats, and I can do that every single day, and set an end date as well. But for my purposes, I will go ahead and just cancel that request right now. The Preferences tab doesn't need to be approved. It is simply letting us know what you can be scheduled for. So I would highly recommend using this over the time off feature. Also in this area, I can look at my hours if I'd like to see my hours over several pay periods, or what I would recommend, heading over to the alert preferences and turning off all of these for emails and phones, unless you really like a million notifications in your inbox. There you go. So I can see that my time off requests and swap drop requests are sent to my phone. I only have this done because there's a lot of employees at RSC, and I need to know what shifts need to be filled and when. So I like to get text notifications if someone last minute drops something. Otherwise, I would not recommend doing that. Otherwise, all of these other things will probably not be seen on yours. You can mess with the settings on your profile from your profile settings. And again, you will only see the positions and schedules you are on. So, now that I have finished my shift, I will go ahead and head on back to the main page where I will select Clock Out. I will click Clock Out, and I worked a total of 14 minutes or a quarter of an hour. Crazy. I will go ahead and clock out, and as you can see, I just clocked out, and my next shift is today because it hasn't switched over past 10:15 yet. So I technically guess could clock in for another minute. But it will show you the next shift there once you get there. Otherwise, please let Amy know if you have any questions about when I work. Fun times, woo.